What's up, gang? St. Krauss here with another video for you. This time we're just gonna focus on increasing your cap. This is a question that I've seen thrown a lot in the forums or in different social media portals like Facebook, and there's really no one simple way to answer this because the cap is what I think is short for capacity or capability, actually a culmination of all of your stats combined together and a rough representation of your character's overall power or effectiveness. Um, so we're gonna try and break it up into different pieces. With the first being, of course, the most obvious is leveling up. So why does leveling up affect your cap? Of course, it adds stats to your base, as well as gives you or provides you, talent points, which we'll cover a little bit later. To allocate in your skill tree. I call it the skill web because it's actually more of a web than a tree. Um, but if you want more information about that, about leveling up, just click on the card up on the top right and check out my video. It's actually one of the first few videos that I created for this game, and in my YouTube career. So I'd appreciate it if you check it out. You'll find a lot of information there. The second thing is basically everything else. And most of the stuff that I'm going to cover is going to require stamina, right? So stamina is not a is not an infinite resource. This is like energy in other games, and it recharges over time, and it caps at 300. After that, after being inactive for a day, you might be losing stamina because it doesn't get any higher than that unless you open up like a package or something with stamina in it. So more stamina equals more things to do, equals more progress, equals more ways to upgrade your cap, right? So you can get your cap. I think there's a free 100 stamina cap from your guild. If you go in here, just click on banquet and you'll get 100 stamina for free. Other methods, I'm not quite sure. I think I did see something come up in the dailies. I'm not sure if it's in the circuit quest. Comment down in the section below if you think it does. But I checked it out and somehow I can't find it. Or you could actually purchase it from the store for 50 of the acquirable currency. This is diamonds, and you have to buy those. But this is you can get this for free every day, depending on how active you are and how well you do with the quests that are required every day. So from this alone, you can get about 10, 20, 30 plus 40, so that's 70. That's 120 gems from this alone, and you can also get your gems from your what do you call this, from your guild every week, depending on how well they do in the kingdom. So if you're rank 2 like we are, you get 50 gems for free. Is that 50? No, that's not 50. That's actually 450. It's quite a big amount. Let's see. Yeah, this is 450 or 470. It's the total. It's your total ranking across your rankings here in the town. So whichever guild has the most donations gets the rank. So you can see, you can click on the reward. Rank 1 gets 60, rank 2 gets 50, and so on and so forth. So this is another reason why you don't want to build a guild from scratch at this point in the game if your server is not new. You're just wasting your time and your resources. Look for another guild. Look for a stronger guild. They're most likely gonna accept you because the turnaround time in this game appears to be a lot longer, a lot shorter for most players, since most players don't really last this long because they kind of give up so fast. So let's check out what the reward is. Maybe that's where I got some extra stamina. I'm not sure. Resonance stone and a guild prize pack, which contains stamina. There you go. So from the guild you get the 100 from the daily banquet, and then you get this, from the guild price pack. All right, so I was sure I had more than 100 free stamina per day. But yeah, going back, stamina is going to play a major role here. And what in order to save stamina, you try to be more employ a better strategy in how you use it, right? So since stamina is pretty limited and it costs some gems, um, which is limited as well. Some things that you don't want to do is, you know, spend your gems, like spend your gems with the wrong, with the wrong stuff. So one very good example of that is, when you die in an instance, right, or when you die somewhere out on the field, there's this revive option. Unless you really, really need to do that because you're unlocking like a harder instance that you don't want to do again, and basically you just want to acquire the material, then yeah, go ahead and do a revive if you're 100% sure that you're gonna kill the boss, and then unlock this clear button. But if it's your second or third time to go in and then you die, using your revive 20 gems to revive is the stupidest thing that you could do, because 20 gems is almost half of what you would have spent to buy stamina instead, and get like what 92 more stamina, right? So don't be lazy, don't waste your gems, don't revive unless you really need to. And extra turns, that's another thing. Like for example, depends on where you are in the game. You've got story mode here, right? In story mode, for me, I've unlocked almost all of the stages, but you have to check out the rewards if it's worth it. Like let's go down to easy, right? Easy. So story mode, you're gonna this actually is another topic. 25 stamina for that. Right? But let's say you're going here and you've finished the the number of tries left, and you're given an option to retry the stage. I think for this it's for easy mode it's 5 times. I'm not sure. Is it really worth it? Like, what are you gonna get out of it? Is it gonna increase your overall stats, or just is it gonna give you enough XP? Like in this case, even if I retried this one, right, for 3, so let's say it allowed me to buy 5 retries. That's 250 gems, and then 250 gems would have been enough to buy me like what, 500 stamina. And then I'm going to have to use that stamina as well, because I've bought like 5 tries. I need to use 25 stamina for 5 tries, so that's 125 stamina on top of the 500 gems that you use. So redoing this will not only give me like blue level 65 gear, it's also going to give me a bunch of trash items. Yeah, sure, it's going to give me 514 XP, some of this crap, and some gold. But what's that compared to my level? How much XP do I need to actually level up? At level 60, I've got 174 million XP to fill up, and that that 50,000 that certainly puts in some that experience into perspective, right? So yeah, 1 second. All right, where was I? Another thing is, you can waste your gems needlessly on is in your inventory. All right. So let's say you're level 30, level 25. You get some new gear. You've got a ton of M stones, right? Magic stones. And you decide that, maybe I want to raise my cap now. Unlock everything, all of these, and then get my cap up. That's a waste of resources. Big waste. Wait for it to, wait for a level 50, 55, 60 even, before you start unlocking your stones. You'll save up a ton of gems. I was an idiot, and from level 30 upwards, I started unlocking these thinking that it would help through. But in hindsight, I think I could have gotten through most of the content, if not all of it, even without applying these M stones, um, because let's say here uses 60 gems to unlock, right? And you've got what, 12 pieces of gear that you're going to be switching out consistently from level 20 all the way up to level 100. Let's say from level 10 or level 20 to level 60, that's 40 levels, right? And for each 10 levels, you've got 2 sets of gear. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, that's 9 sets of gears, equipment that you would be upgrading. So that's 9 times 60, that's 540, right? 540 times 10, so that's 5,400 gems altogether, that you're going to be wasting on, on low level gear. And that's something that you should take into consideration if you really don't need it. These gems stack up anyway, right? So they shouldn't accumulate a lot of your space. All right. So once you get up to a higher level, like 60 above, then you can probably start, making yourself more competitive in the arena or in Kingdom Wars by inlaying your gems and socketing them in round robin. By that I mean fill up everything with the lowest level that you got. So fill up everything with level 1s first before you start evolving them, and then do a round robin again, and then go up to +3, so on and so forth. Yeah, so I'll cover that more in a different video, because it's actually a more complicated topic than that. But the bottom line is don't waste your gems, right? But going back to stamina, that's all I have to share for you about stamina. Bye. All right, so the next thing is, which I've already covered, is collecting and upgrading heroes. And one thing that you can do to get your hero shards is go into your hero panel and then connect to your favorite hero, right? Press the connect button by going interact and then clicking on the correct connect button here. This you have to choose like 2, 4, or 8 hour connection rewards, and then wait for that to finish up. That's going to give you a hero shard for your favorite hero. It's not going to give you another hero shard other than what you have selected. Second, in order to increase the rewards, you basically go into this panel and try to increase your intimacy with her. So this recharges once every one try every 10 minutes. So within an hour, you'll get all those tries back. This little bar fills up in the bottom. So it's something that you can do, like while you're on waiting for people, or doing a quest in between. You can actually do this with auto turned on. So go back to this to this interface every now and then and try to level that up. I also cover another way to get free hero shards by by killing region bosses. So click on the card on the top right hand corner of the screen to follow that playlist and how to farm your hero shards. It's it's the free way to get hero shards, aside the paid the expensive way being buying the gachas from the store. You can also get hero shards from completing the trial instances. So this is another free method. Go here and go down to the land of the Holy Soul, and you'll get hero fortune bags for your attempts to each time you complete this. But you also have M stone packs here. Depends on whatever you need more, but I prefer the M stone packs to slowly build up my gems all the way to +3. So because this is random, and there's a free method anyway, like the video that I showed a while ago. So this doesn't have any value for me at the moment. Yeah. So what else can we cover about increasing your cap? Going back to gears, You might be wondering, why do I have levels? I think I have a level 65 here already. Yeah, right. These are level 65s. So I'm norm at my cap. I shouldn't be able to to get that if I was sticking to, to what I'm comfortable with. Meaning, I'm just battling the instances that are lower than my cap. So by that, let's say we go all the way up to hell. Not that one, right? So Wasted Cemetery. When I first defeated this, I was at 800 cap, and or 900 was it? I'm not sure. And then Nightmare. Oh yeah, I was at 800 when I beat Hell. So this was red, and then I was at 900 when I beat Nightmare Forgotten Oasis, which requires 1.1. Step out your comfort zone and try manual mode. All right. Most people say that the gacha games are like autoplay games for lazy people, but really autoplay, as I've said before, is a quality of life feature, where for people who don't really have the time to pay attention to the screen every time they want to play the game, so that the autoplay feature is there for you, for people who actually need to be somewhere else, right? Who actually need to be doing something else aside from playing the game. But here, if you want to defeat higher level cap content, switch to manual and then try to understand the boss patterns of each stage, and you'll get your gear. All right, so level 65 stuff here. Level 70 is going to be unlocked in a couple of days, and then Forgotten Oasis. At this point, having like 50% less than what's recommended is definitely going to get you killed. I've tried it. I've been trying it for a couple of days, but even the mobs just one-shot me, and I'm not doing much damage. So until I can survive a mob hit, which are pretty much unavoidable, then I could probably do this. I'm guessing at 140, 1.4 million cap. All right. If you want to see an example of how to defeat level, cap content higher than your character cap, then you can try to click on the card up on the top right hand corner. I've got a couple playlists out, so feel free to browse my channel for them to see how you can defeat higher level cap content, right? So let's go on to stuff that aren't not necessarily covered in detail on on the forums or in YouTube. And one of the things that I wanted to check to talk about is the talent skill tree. All right, so I've got all my talents already spread out. And this is, I didn't go in and didn't just randomly started choosing a path and then upgrading it. I literally looked at what each one of these things do before I invested into it, because resetting is kind of expensive, 46,000. And if you notice the talent, this talent web, let's start calling it talent web because it's a web, it's not a tree, right? Or matrix, much better. This talent matrix starts from the very left, right? And it goes to the right, has all these stuff, these nodes, and the skills that are associated with each node. So we've got crit, base, evasion, HP, and defense and attack for the yellows. But starting from the very left, attack, each node is just going to give you 5% of attack. So that's why instead of going up this way and then this way, I went this way so that I could, pretty much open up these next, this thing here. Because if I went up this way, I would then have to spend an extra node here. But I wanted to get this 50% attack, right? I could also go up and get crit, but at the moment my crit is kind of at a level that it's already good enough for me. But when I first checked out this is actually my first implementation. I've never had to reset this. So when I first opened up my talent matrix, I took a look at what was at the very end, I was thinking like, maybe I'm gonna need like 10 skill points or to fill this up, but it's not. You need the same amount of skill points to unlock like a major node compared to how many talent points you need to unlock the very first node. You just need one talent point. So it would make sense to actually go all the way to the right, get to an area of the matrix where you're gonna get the most out of your out of your skill points, and then identify the areas or the nodes that actually have some kind of special benefit to your character. For example, Rage of Wood Elves for the Archmage. It restores HP by 5%, and lasts 6%. So that's an added effect to my skill, right? And after I filled up these nodes right here, because they offer like a ton of bonuses, 50%, 50%, 50%, and then I played to the right, to the left rather. I saw this, grabbed it, right? Crit 50% for one point. I'll take it. And then I went back further because there's nowhere else to go. I could have gone left, right? But this just gives me 10% bonus to ultimate flash. Aside from that, it's going to give me like 15% to some stats, but I wanted to focus on attack. So what I did was traced my way back, came all the way over here, and I saw defense, right? So I'm going to take that because I'm being unmage. I'm kind of a little bit softer than the rest of the classes. Then I also snagged this, which is I think this one I applied the last. I didn't put this one in. I just went up as far as this guy, right? And then I looked around and said, okay, so what's my next step? I've got some skills here, and then I looked at the nodes, and then I saw this guy, and I said, this really looks good. I'm a mage, and I've got healing. So I'm going to try and get to this node, right? So I traced it back, and then I followed that path. So from here, I can go all the way here, right? Or I could have gone down here, which is still, it's still going to give me the same amount of skill points if I wanted more attack, right? So that's how you upgrade your nodes. You don't basically start at the very right, going to the left, and then once you've gotten most of the nodes here, which give 20%, then you can try to identify where you want your characters to specialize in. If you see a skill that you really want, then you can practice, or you can actually plan it out, right? So that's the talent matrix for you. What else can we cover? What stats do you focus on? It depends on you. If you feel that your character is is lacking attack, then try to cover as much attack nodes as you can. All right. Also, one thing that that there are class changes, right? So if I change class, of course my cap's going to go a little higher. Once you go into your talent tree, you actually get your points back. Well, not back. If you haven't allocated them, this is a totally different talent tree than the Archmage, which kind of makes sense, right? So let's see. One defensive moves when attacking. It's kind of stupid. 5%. All right, so I've got one talent point, and I'm probably going to spend some time actually figuring it out, because talent points, since leveling is kind of hard now. 3 seconds. Let's take this one. All right. Oh my God, did I just reset? All right. Anyway, that sucks. Just wasted my money. But anyway, just wanted to show you that the talent points in the characters. When you do a skill change, there's a separate point. There's a separate talent tree for that. So you might be wondering when you reset your talent points why you lost some cap. That's because you have to set them up after changing your class for the first time. All right, so that's the talent points for you. Now for some of the more, the more for more the features that actually give you quite a considerable amount of cap gain is in the town, right? So in the town, you notice there's like a lot of buildings which you can upgrade using resources from different parts of the game. So this is actually a little bit lower. What do you call that? Underrated. That's a word. It is underrated, but it actually gives you quite a lot of bonuses to your stats over time, and I'm talking like 2,000, 3,000 cap increase every time you upgrade your buildings. It adds up to a lot. When you do that, you're also contributing to your guild. You get more ranking, and then you get more rewards from from your guild, right? So it all works out. Couple of things that you want to focus on here. Well, everything plays together. For example, these boxes, they come from doing the kingdom quest, kingdom missions. So I know this one is like really lengthy, but I use this. I usually use this when I'm doing something else, and then it completes by itself, and I should be good to go. Frontier quests also give you boxes, so you can also do that, but this is in a PvP area. Hopefully your server is not as active as mine is, but sometimes you're going to run into some monster players who are looking to actually complete a different set of frontier quests, which are these. So these give flags, and quite a lot of them. 50, so you get 100 for killing 5 people at Everlasting Harbor, 5 people for killing people at the Dreamy Plain, which is right here on Tiber Trick Island. So if you kill 5 people there while those quests are active, or after you've gotten the quest from the NPC, then you get 100 flags. Going back to the town, the flags are used in the castle. So this is where you would use those resources, and they're quite rare. As you can see, I don't have any at the moment. Let's see, tokens. Tokens are acquired from instance in the special area by doing the Sultan instances. Oops, no, not the Sultan instances. Hold on a second. That's bricks, sir. All right, I'm an idiot. It's here in the experience quest. All right, so you get those from there. Town. We're done with tokens. For the books, it's the same thing. That you have like 30 daily quests. There are 30 chances to stock up on that by doing the kingdom quests. It's at the same NPC as this guy. So you get quite a few from there. Right. Let's see what else is in here. Music. I've got a ton of these, and the main reason why I've got quite a lot is because I do this daily. I really, try like to do 10, because this is the place where you get your high quality cloaks. All right. So, the way that this works is that you've got different levels of the life skill stages, and until you get to, I think this is the top, maybe not, but until you come here to where you can unlock like level 60 stuff. And the way that you unlock this is by upgrading your the building that you get it from, or that you submit your resources to. So at level 20, that's when this unlocks, that stage in the music minigame. So it's the same thing for fishing. Let's see, go here. So nope. Oh yeah. Right. So go to town, fishing, acquire. Right. So since I'm level 20, I've unlocked the level 20 nodes. And when you're since we're on this stage, all right, I get like a chance to get level 50 necklaces. So this I also do on a regular basis, but I'm planning to actually cut down on it because 80 stamina is quite a lot, and I'm only gonna get level 50 a level 50 necklace at the most. I'm gonna try and wait for level 25 nodes to unlock, and then see if that gives me a level 60, or if it still gives me a level 55. I'm still probably not gonna farm this as much, but I'm still gonna have to try because that's the only way to get fish. And yeah, so you don't have to like move anywhere. Just park at a spot and then click on it, and then try to do the dailies for this if you're interested in doing the dailies. All right, so going back, fishing. All right, so if you look at the rank info, I'm at 23. So these are all the bonuses that I've acquired so far. This increases your cap a lot, and it's not just focused on one stat. All of these bonuses give you, what do you call this? Give you a bonus to attack, HP, and defense. I think they actually rotate. So it's the same thing with the arena. Another reason why you should do your arena as much as you can. Because you get these medals from here, and it doesn't give you quite a lot. All right, so 98,000. Am I still a? Oh crap! I'm a priest. This is not my battle. This is my talent points are reset, so there's no point in doing this. Let me change my class back. Even if you lose, you also get points. See here. Go here. Right. Okay. Even if you lose, you still get the resources. And you get devotion. Devotion will cover up a little bit later. Shen Yu, 1.3, fail. Alright, let me just show you how much you get for failing. 1 hit, devotion 12, tokens 3, and then the currency for that you get 5. Let's see how much you get when you actually win. So this is one of the problems when you're stuck up on the top 10. You kind of have a very high chance of encountering people who are like in the 1.2 million range. So here. Bang, bang. It's quite tanky for a mage. So 15, right? And then you get to increase your rank. Doesn't matter. Just keep on doing it. Even if you lose, you'll still get, you still get some resources, and you get to increase your rank if you win. So this is also going to affect your daily or weekly, is it? Your weekly payout, because you also get gems from that, depending on your rank. Going back to the town, where did I have a problem? What did I have a problem with? Most of these, just follow the acquire button and it will take you to where you need to go. How much you need to do it depends. If you want to level up the building, then you probably want to do it like 10 times at the least to actually get the most, as well as the daily quests that you need to do in order to complete them. Yeah, so that's the kingdom. That's the town for you. Another part of the town is, the kingdom icon, the kingdom feature is the rank. This gives you a huge amount of cap bonus once you start advancing. If you advance to a stage or you complete a star, and the reason why it does that is because it kind of doubles or even quadruples. Like for 480 becomes 2,000, becomes 3,000, 7,000 twice, and then twice again 14,000. So you can see this is a huge bonus to your cap. The way you get this up is by devotion, and devotion, as we covered earlier, can be obtained through the arena. But even if you farm the arena and won at the arena all day, you still wouldn't get enough to to fill that bar up. But what you want to do is fill that bar up all the way. Another way is to get in and do Kingdom Wars, which unfortunately a lot of people don't do because a lot of people are kind of upset at how it works. That's another way to increase your devotion, get it up to its cap. And the most direct way, and so far, I think it has been quite a good use of the gems. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing this, but this is what I've been doing so far. So every day you get three tries to devote, right? And this gives you 360 devotion every time. That's a lot. You also get to devote to your Archon 5 times. I honestly don't know what this 6 times means, but you get XP and devotion for that. And then you can focus on your arena. So this is how much I like this rank bonus. I'm really trying to go for increasing this because it gives a tremendous amount of capacity or capability. So now I'm at 2676, and then I can focus on arena. What I'm planning to do though is I'm gonna try and tweak this further because I do arena a lot, and so there's a spillover. So what I'm planning to do is actually do this at the end of the day, and figure out how much I need to actually devote after all my arenas, because I'm probably going to be at 1,000, 1,500 after my arena tries. All right, so that's devotion for you. If you're not devoting, if you're not doing arena, you're not gaining your rank, you're not increasing this, and that's probably why your cap's also low. All right. Let's see. Some daily check-ins. Oh yeah, another place you can get devotion. Nah, not really. Does it give devotion? These boxes here are actually one of the reasons why I prefer AFK farming to offline farming, because these drop, while offline farming requires you to spend like 10 times the amount of hours in gems for you to get the 500% bonus. Not really worth it. I'd rather do AFK farming, get these resource boxes. So if you can see, I got more than 1 stack from from having this play out while I'm doing some other stuff. And aside from that, it gives you this Hero's Amulet. And that's why, this is the reason why my Azusa has 1,400 in this max. So AFK farming for me all day, any day. All right. Okay, on to another source of cap. That would be in your collections. Let's go with costumes. Costumes also offer a huge amount of cap increase. All right. Even if you're not wearing them. So as soon as you acquire a costume from, let's say, the gotcha, the daily spin, you're gonna get an increase in the cap. And even if you upgrade the costumes with the costume scrolls, you're still gonna get some increase in cap, even if you don't wear it, right? I'm not sure where these came from. Looks like they're purely cosmetic. Cute, right? But too cute for me. All right. So yeah, try to complete as much of the costumes as you can. Don't miss the daily spins that the game gives you every day. Here, this is actually where I got one of those things. I think this one. It gave me that for free. Got a bonus, huge bonus from getting it. But of course, don't be depressed when you get the costume scroll. Of course, the chances of getting that is pretty low. But if you're lucky, you're lucky. Now, here's one thing that you can do. Right? So you've got a guild. You're doing your arenas. You can buy 2 pairs of costumes here for the currency. So for arena currencies, depending on your class, get the 2 costumes that your class can use. So for me, I can buy this Archmage and this Priest. Not sure if you can use a different costume because I'm thinking you can't because I've got this over here. Where's my costume thingy? Costume. I've got a Ronin outfit in Shards, which it won't let me combine. All right, Ronin. What class is that? Paladin, Frost Hunter. I honestly don't know where I got it. Weird. But yeah, but it doesn't sound something that is associated to a priest. Ronins are like melee sword wielding warriors. So that, you know, I'm thinking that it's for a different class, so it's not giving me any kind of bonus, and it's giving me an option to recycle instead. So that's not good. But if I get more coins, I'm gonna try and try it out anyway, because knowing me, I'm pretty what do you call this? Curious. But if it does turn out that these also give me bonus, I'm gonna buy them all, right? So buy both of these for your class. So for Archmages, you can buy this, buy this as well. You get a huge bonus for both of them. Buy this, huge bonus for both of them. Tokens for guild, you get them from doing the daily quests. So construction, skill and hunting, they give like a few, like 30 each, 50 for skill. But construction quest gives a ton of that, right? And then if you still don't have enough of that, try to coordinate, just do as much guild activities as you can. There's quite a few that you can do. So you can enter the territory and then do some of these quests here. I'll cover this in another video because I don't feel like this is something that is related to increasing your guild cap. More only for the level. But yeah. Guild coins from the daily quests as well as donating, right? So you get 2 coins per donate, I think. Let's check it out. I got 10,000 coins. I got this ranking from the Guild War. Yay. Let's go to no, not the guild shop. You go here to your talent icon. And then you donate. And you get 2 coins each. Right? So keep on doing that. You're going to improve your guilds, increase your guild's talent points, make everyone in your guild stronger once they allocate some points into stuff like into these skills. So it's a win-win situation. And at this level, at level 55 to 70, you're pretty much gaining a lot anyway. A lot of coins. Not like in level, while you were still level 10 or you were dirt poor. Dailies. There it is. So another source of stamina. Dailies. The online, stay online event. Right here. That's where so 100 from here, 100 from the guild, 70 from the guild reward. So that's 200 stamina to do the stuff that we're covering in this video, right? Another thing that you might want to do, or is if you're strapped for time, right, and you have a you're like 5 minutes to play. One of the things that you should not miss, or at least do, is this relic instance, right? Because the relic instance gives these crystals or relic shards. And these are rare, especially if you belong to to an underdog kingdom, because you don't get enough tries. These aren't unlocked because you need 3 relics to be in ownership, to be owned by your kingdom. So that's why you need to you need to participate in the kingdom war, because it benefits everybody. So there are like 4 relics spread across 3, across 3 kingdoms. So now Sunblaze Empire can only do the first level, which sucks. We've been there. Right, so we're probably headed there after we lose the next kingdom war. So you only get 2, but as you progress, as you get more relics, you get more relics per day. And the reason why you need to get that is because in the shop for the relic shop, this is the only place I know so far where you can get the ancient dragon scroll, which gives you a bonus to all your stats, right? So get 25. Don't wait for 75. It's gonna take a while for, especially if you're in a underdog kingdom. But if you're if you're winning all the time, like let's say the Republic of Sandria on Justice One, then oh yeah, I don't know why they only have one, but these guys are the strongest, so they usually have like three relics. And if you have that much income in relics coming in every day, then yeah, by all means, go ahead and take advantage and buy, save up to get like a better relic. This gives twice the amount, and then you can also, once you have your relic, you can purchase your almighty stones for 5 relics each, which gives you all base stats for 15%. That's a lot, right? What I'm doing is I'm trying to wait for the +3 because I was able to wait for 25, and I don't know. I'm still not decided because these, being from a losing kingdom all the time, I'm just, just want to get the best one right away. All right, but that's going to be a huge boost to your stats. If you go to your rankings, you'll see why. Most of the guys at the top will probably have that unlocked. Well, weren't we able to actually click on this before? Anyway, so yeah, that's another place, but it's not, it's not F2P friendly in the sense that if you have more rich players who are in turn making your server much, a lot stronger than yours, and you're at a disadvantage. Right? But just keep on playing. It's not all about winning, or so they say. Next, some other stuff that you probably wanna check out is also under collections and the mounts. So you get free mounts, through events, through the gacha system. Do that free gacha roll every day as well. And getting a mount like the costume automatically increases your cap. But once you get like more than a single mount, you like let's say you got the same as I do, like 4 mounts here. You want to upgrade them in round robin. But basically, I have my main mount, which is at 45. But try to upgrade them equally, because especially if you're not using them anyway. The reason being is that the talent tree actually gets more points from that, so I've noticed. And same with the, not really the same with the character talent matrix. The pet talent matrix works a little bit differently in the sense that you have like a path to choose from, and you can't crisscross all over. So if you invest here, it's going to be really hard to get here. But the good news is that to reset the points, you only need like a few gold. So unlike in the character's talent tree where you play all the way to the right, this time you want to make make the most use out of your points by trying to get them, try to cover as much, get the most stat base, increase in base stats you can. While covering the more efficient nodes. So for here, this node gives me 30%. So compared to as if I were doing this, right? Wait, let's see. I think I got more points now. So now let's see how much do I have? 10%. So that's 70% for covering all these versus oh, I can't. Or I could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and then 30%. So this allows me to get 80% for the for my talent points. Nope, this is better. What? 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So 90% compared to as if I had that. So this you can change this as much as you want. The more you progress through the game. So look at that. It's a lot of points. So try to level up your mounts equally to get more points. All right, let's check it out. Talent points. So I've got my which one's gonna level up? My capybara. All right, my capybara is level 15. Ah, why did I close? And 9. Right? So that's how you farm your points. Another thing that I used to do, but I don't do that much now because it kind of messed up my budget for gems. But it's the Zodiac, and this gives quite a lot. But it's more about more for the premium users. Let's see, where can I find the Zodiac Evolve 45? Right, 45. So this is actually a Zodiac system where it's also gonna have like nodes in it, and then each upgrade to a node will give you some bonus stats, but with a success rate, and you have a chance to actually fail the higher you get. So the free method is by obtaining these North Pole of the North Star. The Pole of the North Star is something that you can get for free in one of the raid. Is it the raid? No, Abyss. Yeah, it's in the Abyss. Right here. No, it's not. Is it this one? There you go. So in the raid, you get that daily from the raid, and you only get 3. So hopefully, when you get up to this, this level, you get more than that. But it's actually a huge, this offers like a huge increase as well to your cap. But yeah, it's pretty slow. Right, so 45 Zodiac, and yeah, let's check out. I really wish I focused on this because it gives me like an attack speed increase every time I complete a Zodiac. And 500 gems. Oh, this is so sad. Do I have any gold? This is so sad. Where can I get gold? There you go. Claim that. All right. Use the gold, sell it, sell everything. Just to show you guys what an increase looks like in the Zodiac. No, don't press this. That's 1. All right, so imagine upgrading like 10 times. That's like 3,000, a 3,000 increase. And then, of course, these all add up. And you can see what bonuses you have over here. All right. Yeah. So this is where you actually increase some of the stats that aren't that you can't upgrade through normal methods. So like let's say this one, attack speed, the Tinder of Creation gives like crit hit damage, and then hit rate increase. Right. So something that those are the stats that you can't upgrade using M stones. But they probably who knows? Probably they're gonna release an update in the future. So that's the Zodiac, and then did I miss anything? Yeah, mounts. All right, let's go back to the mounts. Mounts. So we've got these abilities, right? And once you have like a amount leveled up to blue, same with and this also applies for your heroes or companions. They're gonna come in at stock, like level one skill. So you need to you need to refine these, and it's pretty cheap. So they've got 4%. This starts at 1%, but this also adds a lot of cap. Depends on your luck and how much you want to spend of your daily resources. All right. So far, I've seen close refine. This will abandon. Yes. All right. Also for the heroes, you can do this if you have some extra change in gems to spare. So here's the third skill is gonna be the bonus that's gonna affect your stat, and if you refine this, so this is twice as expensive. So I don't usually do this that much, but now it gives the hero, not me, not my character, a base stat of 30%, and if I do that, it increases it by a tiny amount, 31, but it adds up as you level up your hero, right? So yeah, try to do that if you have extra gems to spare. All right. I think I've covered as much as I can as far as cap raising your cap is concerned. If you have any questions, just feel free to comment down in the section below, and of course, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. It really helps out a lot. Motivates me to to push out new content every day and to continue playing the game. So, yeah, that's it. Have fun. Bye. Bye.